What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm over here at Bissette Performance, and I'm picking up something that's going to make the car hopefully a lot easier to get going. And looking at this is freaking crazy. Check this out, guys. All right, guys, over here we got Drew and Junior. And so, you know, Junior just finished my car up, got all the sheet metal stuff done in the back. And when it was over here, he said, man, he heard me griping and complaining about my wiring. It's going to be pretty brutal to get all the red wire out and get it hooked back to the right spots. But Junior said, we can do something that will make your life a lot easier. We're almost to the wiring stage of the car now, so I'm hoping I can get the thing cranked up this week. And I just got over here, and this is freaking amazing. What y'all got going on here?
This is just a 6-channel relay board. We set up everything with Carlin rocker switches, so they're heavy duty. They're intended to last a long time. Everything's set up simple, so that you hook up your battery connection, ground your ground connection, and your switchboard just plugs up.
So literally what this is going to do is they have made this thing like a 2-wire system, essentially. This will mount to my roll cage or to my wherever I want, where it's easy reach for me to do the stuff on the car. So we got the start, the ignition, the water, the fan, and of course all these light up as they go. And then these are some spares. So that's a spare momentary if I've got nitrous I want to purge, and this is just a backup if I need to add something else. And so this will mount somewhere here, and then we'll just zippy tie this wire just to the cage, and then this is the relay board. And what amperage are these relays?
Those are 40 amp relays.
So these are 40 amp relays. So they're able to take just a plug and play. You do this, and like he was saying, you've got the one ground wire, and then you have the big power that goes in here. What gauge power wire should we put on here?
You can go with a 4 gauge depending on the length. If you have to go longer, you can go a little heavier.
Go with a 2 gauge, all right. So 4 gauge to 2 gauge. Look, the shop dog is telling me to tell it hi. Hi. She's like, can I get a rub? So this is freaking awesome, man. So these will handle 40 amps a piece. Yep. And basically what it does is this connects. This will be all nice and tucked behind the roll bar. And then these are your outputs. And so they just come out, and he's got them color coded. How did you come up with this color code system?
Color code, like something everybody uses. It's just a matter if they pay attention to, you know, wiring in general of the cars. You know, naturally your purple has always been starter, red's ignition. Water is always blue, you know, in color. And white is for your fan, yellow for your lights, and brown is on the spare. And if we had a fuel pump in here, you know, we'd be using green for the fuel pump.
All right, I got you.
That way, everything in it's color coded, so the same color at the switch panel is the same color at the relay board.
Right.
And the same color at the output. So when you come off of here, you just run straight to your device that you're activating. Everything's hooked up and going.
So it'll be literally for my car. My car is super simple right now. I'll have the starter, the ignition, and I'll have the water, probably, well, just the water. I don't have a fan right now. And then eventually I'll have lights. And so this has got 8 switches on it. So if I wanted to add another couple relays, I could come in here and extend this out. Yep. And then we would just, same thing, you would just wire it in here like this. Or you could just send it back to Junior, and then Junior could do it.
Make another panel.
And they could do it, they can do it modular too. If you have a problem, you know, if you have a problem with anything, he can just make this again or this again. If you crash the car, you know, whatever gets tore up.
And this being all color coded in every one that we wire and do, we keep these, so if something happens, this will unplug. You can bring the yours, pick another one up, and keep going. Just a plug and play type deal. Man, this is freaking awesome. This is really, really, really going to simplify the process of wiring. And he's got these things, he can make them, he can turn them around pretty quick. You got a lot of it in stock. If you have to custom make one, how long is it? What's your turnaround time on doing that? We can make one about 3 days.
So less than a week.
Yeah, less than a week. Time you call us, tell us what you want. You know, on the third day you can pick it up.
So one of the things also, this one has only got 6. I honestly only needed like 2, but Junior was like, well, you're going to do more than that later. So
you always want to add on.
That's right.
Period.
That is exactly right. So the 8 is the standard that they're doing. But he said, how many can you do?
We can make it up to 20 if you want 20. And you can go from, you know, a 2-panel. They're all radius corners, you know, so any amount of switch panel you want, we can design it, build it, and all tie it all into the relay stuff.
All right, so here's an example of one that's got on a nitrous truck. And you can see they got the timers all built in, the power grid stuff mounted. And this is the same thing as plug and play. I mean, you got all the power grid stuff here easy. This runs all the relay board, and everything is just plug and play straight from the switch panel.
Trans-brake interrupter, your nitrous 1, 2, 3, and everything we build, we try to put 1 spare or 2 spares in it because you never know down the road that you're going to add something.
Right,
somewhere.
right.
So it's all integrated, and then everything is still a plug and play.
Dude, that is freaking awesome.
And like I say, with this system and this system, that same switch panel will operate this switch panel.
Because it's all wired the same.
Yeah, it's all wired the
same. So it doesn't matter, right?
Your trans brake button, your lockout for the nitrous so it don't spray when you're wide open.
Right.
All that's already wired in. And the same deal, like I say, you got your hot post that you feed in, your ground, you know, that grounds everything back to a good chassis ground or tie it back to a battery.
Basically, what you need to know when they call is how many switches they want, how many outputs they want. How many outputs they need. That's the biggest thing. Because like you're saying, it's the one switch over here arms all the nitrous.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, I got you. Man, this is awesome. And it also comes with wire to go so you can keep the same color coding.
And this one is especially for John because we know he only likes red wire.
Red wire.
And we give him I'm going to give John some wire terminals too so he can do away with the twist nuts.
Come on, man.
You know, he had twist nuts the other night. We're going to do away with the twist nuts.
I just went and got a whole supply of the wire nuts.
Twist nuts 2022 twist nuts are out. You got to go. So we're going to try to keep it color coded and get your whole program to a point that it needs to be.
Y'all go check it out. I'm going to put Junior's number here, so you call him right here at the shop, Bissette Performance.
Just hit me by phone or send me a message on Messenger.
Okay.
I'll check it 3 or 4 times a day.
All right. Y'all get up with him, guys. I appreciate it, Junior. This is going to be freaking awesome. Thanks.
Appreciate it.